Currently walking at the Jake Star, and in the famous words of Claude for Arsenal Fan TV, Russell Martin, it's time to go. Welcome back to Big Stevie Cool 1872. You know what? I wasn't feeling the best yesterday. Really sore head. That game did not make me, feel any better. Bad migraine, felt a bit sick as well, but I feel a wee bit refreshed here on this Sunday morning. Well, as refreshed as I can be, because you know what, I didn't go through the manager yesterday. Well, I did to a degree, but I didn't call for his head. I didn't say anything like that. But you know what, the final nail in the coffin for me was the interviews that Russell Martin gave after the game of football, because it's completely and utterly unacceptable, right? See the way we played, right, is unacceptable in itself. But to see him, right, laughing, borderline joking. Oh, it's a long season. It's this, it's that. Well, it'll take time. It's not a quick fix. And fair play to, oh god, his name's absolutely eluding me. But the guy on Premier Sports, he always does commentary. What's his name? Oh, I can't remember his name. It's eluding me. Anyway. He was asking him the hard-hitting questions. The Rangers fans have seen this movie before. What have we got to say to them? And this isn't Rocky 4. This isn't Terminator 2, great movies. This is like the shittest straight-to-DVD movie you could ever see. I think Groundhog Day is a good movie, but obviously that's kind of the concept that we're seeing here. It's just repeating the same pish over and over again. Russell Martin turned around saying that, I'm just glad we didn't get beat. I don't care, Martin, about that. We should be winning. See, against the worst team in the league, let's call it spade a spade. Dundee are the worst team in the league, managed by a guy that, looks homeless, looks clueless. He looks like the guy you'd see in the street, right? And I've nothing against Stephen Presley, right? But that's what he looks like, and he'd probably even admit it himself, all right? 1-0 down against them with 10 men, I don't care. Dundee, if anything, got more defensive when they went 1-0 up and we went down to 10 men. There is no excuse for a Rangers manager 2 games into the season with 2 out of 6 points against the 2 teams that I predicted to finish 12th and 11th, and a lot of people did the same, right? I'll be honest, everyone's putting Dundee 12th. I'm not saying everyone's putting Motherwell 11th, but Motherwell, no one's putting them higher than like 9th, 8th, if we're being 100%. But now that we've seen a few games, they're playing a decent style of football, because their manager has implemented that, guys. Our manager, he couldn't implement a bit of butter on toast. The guy's right rotten. I don't understand what's going on. We were sold this pipe dream of Russell Martin. We're going to be bad in Europe, but domestically, this guy's style of football is going to come out and flourish, man. I said, this guy, MK Dons manager, Swansea manager, Southampton manager, Diddy clubs, the guy's conceding bucket loads of goals. But I'm thinking, right, well, maybe if Dundee score 2 at Ibrox, and we like conceding goals, maybe we'll put 7 past them. We don't look like scoring. We've had 2 games, right, against Dundee and Motherwell, the 2 worst teams in the league, like I said, based off my predictions, and we should have picked up 0 points. It's borderline a miracle, folks, that we've actually picked up 2. It's a disgrace. It is literally, folks, the worst start since 1989, 90. Graham Souness was in charge. Obviously back, I'm not making excuses, right, to compound Russell Martin's misery more, but back then, obviously, if you get 2 points for a win, so therefore you'd be 2 points behind the team if a team won 2 of their games, right? Now we're 4 points behind. I don't think people actually understand the magnitude of the situation. We are 4 points behind Celtic, right? Could be 4 behind Hibs and Hearts, depending on what happens today. That hasn't quite happened yet, right? We have postponed the game against Livy. Not against Livy, against St Mirren, right? Hibs have done it as well, but forget about Hibs for the time being. If we get beat at Ibrox against Celtic, which is there any... See this narrative? They can turn up for the Old Firms in the European games. What suggests they turn up for the Old Firms, by the way? No, honestly, I think some people are fickle. See, last season, yeah, we beat them twice, right, and we drew a game. See, before that, we couldn't buy a win against Celtic, man. How many games did Philip Clement go without a win against Celtic? It took him 14 months to get a win, and even the draws were pish. So see this, they can get themselves up against Celtic. How many games did we lose against Celtic? Cup final we drew and lost on penalties. Other games we lost, other games we drew when we needed to win. See this whole, oh, we can get the game. That's only, you can only say that in 2025. Let's not pretend throughout 2024 and 2023 we were renowned for scudding Celtic. Oh, we can turn up and beat Celtic. I'll accept Europe, right? Yeah, they can get themselves up for Europe, but see that narrative that we can only turn up for, we turn up as well for the Old Firm games? No, we don't. That's a lie, right? That's just a couple of games last season. Let's not pretend that for, like, you know, ever since Gerrard left, we have been renowned for scudding Celtic. We've not been. We've really not. I mean, look at Gio. We beat them in a game, right? In the Scottish Cup semi-final. 2-1 with that own goal, right? And then we've also got the 3-0 with Beale. Apart from that, we lost every single game. We had a few shite draws in there that we needed to win. I remember that game when SACKABLE scored, and we needed to win at Celtic Park. 1-each, and he almost hit the post and he almost scored again. So see this narrative that they always turn up for the Celtic. They don't. It's just a couple last season. We beat them 3-0, right? Beat them at Parkhead, which was brilliant. And then, obviously, we drew was it 1-each? Aye, 1-each Ibrox, which isn't great. I mean, that was shite. We should have won. I mean, we need to win them. So yeah, that narrative needs dropped on the head, folks. But again, that's last season. This is this season. We started on 0. How the fuck are we sitting here on the 10th of August, 4 points behind Celtic? I'll tell you how, because it's not good enough, and it's not going to get better under Martin, man. That guy just doesn't get it. I mean, honestly, that is not the right mentality. He should be fuming. He should be like, yeah, I don't care if we went down to 10 men. We're a much better team. We've spent way more. We've spent 18 million. Dundee have lost all their best players and they've brought some hobo in off the streets. That's what he should be turning around and saying. But no, spinning this narrative, oh, it's not going to be a quick fix. Dundee and Motherwell, right, have lost a shit ton of players, right? The Motherwell haven't even been playing Lennon Miller, right? Didn't play against us. Dundee have lost all their players. 2 new managers. They're implementing new things, and how are they getting better results than us? You know? Because Dundee drawing Ibrox is fucking insane. Forget about them losing to Alloa. Forget about them losing to Airdrie, right? That's a massive result for Dundee. They should have beat us, and Motherwell should have beat us. It's unacceptable, man. Worst start in what, 30, 36, 37 years? Or 36, 35 years. Just, it's unacceptable, man. What is there to say about it? Yeah, you know what? Fuck it. He needs to go. Because you want to know why he needs to go? I said this a while with Beale and with Gio and with Clement. Sack them while the gap is close. See with Russell Martin, folks, this is only going to get bigger. I mean, it literally only will get bigger. Celtic take on Livingston in between the Champions League qualifiers, right? That's going to go to 7 because we don't play. Right, and yo, I hope we get into the Champions League. But I think for Russell Martin to honestly save his job, that's what he's going to need. Because there's a potential, man, where we are like, what, 10 points behind Celtic after 4 games. And albeit we'll have a game in hand, that's not good enough. I don't give a shit what you say. That's not good enough, right? And let's not pretend that the game against St Mirren is a given. Oh, we'll win. Do we remember the games against St Mirren last season? We couldn't buy a win against St Mirren last season. So yeah, for me, Russell Martin needs to go. Guy's out of his depth, doesn't understand the club, and basically echoing what most of us were saying months ago. Now yeah, I predict us to win the league. I'm a fucking idiot. I'll hold my hands up, right? I know a lot of people just predict us to win the league because they're blind and they do it every year. I didn't predict us to win it last year. This season though, a wee bit more optimism, man. I've seen a wee bit more, but it's been shot to Pete. How are we 4 points behind after 2 games? It's unacceptable, man. It's disgusting. And see all these brain dead fans that are saying, what do you mean? How can you say the league's over? Of course it's over. How can you not think the league's over? No, honestly. Because see us saying that it's time for Russell Martin to get sacked. He's not going anywhere. He'll get sacked when it's like 10, 12 points, and at that point it's most definitely over. It doesn't matter if you bring in Pep Guardiola. You're not clawing 12 points back in January. It's not going to happen, folks. So that's what people mean when the league's over. You know, obviously, if Russell Martin gets sacked tomorrow, we brought in somebody good and it worked for the get-go. 4 points is hee-haw, but 4 points with Russell Martin in charge with these donuts in this team, it's unacceptable. And we got what we wanted. Same 11 that played against Victoria Pilsen started against Dundee, and they let us down. So it's not like, oh, you dropped Tav. Cortez and Barami didn't even get on the pitch. Barami wasn't even on the bench against Dundee and Motherwell. So it's very easy to scapegoat these players that are shite and should be sold without a shadow of a doubt. But what about the other players? You know, what about them? Mohamed Diamonde, let's speak about him. Guy goes missing, he's a ghost. He just fucking disintegrates, man, right in front of you in these big games. Serial Dessers is the same. These big, you know, I mean, that's a Dundee game, mate. No, it's a big game because we need it to bounce back and win, and actually win. That's a big game, man. Every game's a big game in this league because you need to win them. We need to get close to 90 points. Do we see this Russell Martin guy getting us close to 90 points? A guy that just draws every game. By the looks of it, concedes goals for fun. You know, I want to keep clean sheets, right? But to see if we were conceding like 1 or 2 goals every game, but we were scoring 6s and 5s and 7s, man, I'd be like, you know what? Fuck it, I'll take it. But it's not even like that. Dundee and Motherwell had the better chances against us in 2 games. The 2 teams that I predicted to finish in the bottom 2, Jambo Bear, Boyd the same, and a lot of other people. I don't know where to go, honestly. And I can't be the only one that's sick of turning around and saying this every summer, man. Every season. It's the same old pish. I mean, honestly, it just feels like we're never going to win a league title again. Honestly, that's what, I mean, obviously we will. But it's like this summer felt different. We were promised something. But what we've got is Michael Beale 2.0 and a salesman. The only thing good about Russell Martin is his girlfriend. That's it. That is it. Lucy Pinder. You know what I mean? That is it. That's where it ends with him, man. Anyway, rant aside, I'm away. Need to watch this Hearts and Dundee United game. So, yeah. Fucking fuming.